We've been basing this art project on the work of Vincent van Gogh, who was born in 1853 in the Netherlands and died in 1890. His most famous painting is called The Starry Night, painted in 1889. The Starry Night is a landscape painting, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's a painting of the land and everything that you'd see when you look at it from a distance. We can think of a landscape in sections. The foreground, things that are closest to us. The middle ground, things that are a medium distance away. The background, where things are farthest away. And the sky. Let's use this painting to help us develop our powers of observation, looking closely to notice details others might miss. Let's observe closely how Van Gogh uses contour lines in the sky. You can pause the video while you look at the painting. What do you notice about the contour lines in the sky of this painting, called Road with Cypress and Star, painted in 1890? Today we're going to work on our sky, and you're going to have the choice to do a swirling sunset or a swirling night sky. Both directions will be in this video. No matter what you choose, we'll start the same way. Find a spot in the sky where you'd like to put your sun or your moon. Use a circle for your sun, and use a crescent shape for your moon. That's where you draw a little more than a half circle. And then instead of continuing the curve around in the same direction, you'll go back and draw a smaller curved line inside. If you choose to draw a moon, add some stars. You can use small circles of different sizes for your stars. Add as many as you want. Now it's time to move on to the curved lines. Begin at the corner of your moon or at any point on your sun. And you'll draw a line that curves around, and then instead of continuing to go in a circle, it's going to straighten out a little bit and go to the edge of the page. For that second line, we'll begin on the same point we started the first line. And go down deep and around wide. And then come back a little more closely and continue off the page. It sort of looks like a hook. And you're going to do the same thing for all of your stars. You can start anywhere on the star and go down or up and around your star. Straighten off. And then make your second line that starts where you began the first line, up and around. And then straighten yourself out. And we'll do the same thing over here. This time I'm going to make my lines go to the left. This one goes off the page, but that's totally fine. Continue with your pencil in the air and then hit it on the paper once you get back. We'll do one more swirl right here. There are no stars in my sunset sky to draw around, so I'm going to make a series of dots. I know they're kind of hard to see. These will be my guides to draw around, like I drew around the stars in the night sky. I'm going to curve from around the dot and back to the left. And we'll go around the dot and to the right this time. Remember to hop over any obstacles like trees that you have in your way. And now we're going to add our contour lines and concentric shapes to our sun, moon and stars, and our swirls. And now it's time to add color to your sky. If you're making a night sky, you're going to use purple, blue, and white. You'll use yellow and orange for your moon and stars. Remember that your dashed lines follow the curves of your contour lines. This will be tricky with small things like your stars. Just do your best. I'm sticking with 2 colors for each swirl. In this swirl, I've chosen to use white and blue. In this swirl, I'll choose to use purple and white. And in this one, I'll choose to use purple and blue. If you have a lot of white spots, use your oil pastel to fill in the gaps. The amount of blue that I use also changes the color of my swirl. I want my sun to look like it's setting, so I'm going to use yellow and orange. Now I'll use different combinations of red, orange, and pink to fill in my swirls for my sunset. Now we're going to use our pencil to fill in the empty spaces in between our swirls with contour lines. Some of these will be easy and some will be a little trickier. Go slow and do your best work. Remember that we are working with those same 3 colors, and we need to pick colors that are different from the swirls that are nearby. So with this one, I used blue and white. Maybe I could use purple and white here, or blue and purple. I'm choosing to add more purple to increase the contrast, the difference between my swirl and the area around it. I'm going to use those same colors below because this swirl and this swirl use different colors. This combination will work both in this area and here. I need to be careful using this purple and blue near my mountains because I don't want the mountains and the sky to blend into each other. The watercolor paint will help a little bit, but I'm just going to add some white to be extra cautious. It also helps that the lines are going in different directions, especially here. I'm going to use more purple near the top swirl and more blue near the bottom one, just to increase the contrast, the difference between the two. I'll continue this adventure over here. This blue and white shouldn't touch this blue and white swirl, so I'm going to need to transition to another color, maybe white and purple. If you chose to make a sunset sky, you'll use the same process we used for the night sky, except you'll be using different colors.